NitroRC Nerds here, and this is day 5 of our Rebuilding an OFNA Hyper 7 series. Whoa, we have a special guest over here, sir. You're the special guest? Are you going to give me a high five or are you going to leave me hanging? Let's see what you're going to do. Leave me hang. Oh, man, all right. Thank you. Thank you. In this video, what I'm going to do is go over the electronics for the OFNA Hyper 7. And I'll begin by prefacing top 3 beatings in the hobby as far as I'm concerned. Even though I'm a newbie to the hobby, I've had the opportunity to kind of go through different vehicles and do many things with them. Top 3. Number 1 would be easily rear bearing inserts for the Lucia 2.0. Number 2 would be putting back together a pull start. And number 3 would be this OFNA Hyper 7 battery tray. I'm all for efficiency and making things a tight fit and all of that. I mean, Mugen seems to own the market on that. But this right here is ridiculous. You can barely fit. I mean, it is such a tight fit. All right, so to take it up even further, here's the stock receiver that comes with it, okay? It looks like there's a lot of room in here, but when you add things up, there's not. And when you put in another receiver, like the Spectrum, because I like to use the Spectrum transmitter, that's what you're getting. And this is a small Spectrum receiver. So I got a new Spectrum receiver, new hump pack. I really like these Losi ones. Plus the hump pack and all that, whatever. We can make it work. It's just a pain in the ace. All right, let's get us out a servo horn here. Of course, to be fair, we'll use the same horn, but just different spline teeth. One is 23 and one is 25. As far as steering servos go, I'm going to start out with the ProTech 100T. I'm a big fan of the ProTech servos, and this one in particular, it's 50 bucks. It gives you 216 ounces of torque at 0.14 seconds, and I'm one of those, I believe, you know, when selecting a servo, you have to think about the right servo for the right vehicle at the right time. And absolutely, I've got 3 high-tech 7955s. I got a backup 7955. I've got a whole bunch of servos in here from the 150 to 200 range. I've got a new 130T that this has got 288 ounces of torque at 0.10 seconds. It's high voltage though, so I can go higher than that. In my opinion, 200 ounces, 216 at 0.14 seconds is more than enough for this buggy. At least I think so. So we're going to find out. I know it is on some of our other buggies. I was running an Airtronics, oh man, what is it? It's a 94-851. And this one actually has 192 ounces of torque again. I mean, it's no slouch. The problem is it's slow. 0.19 seconds. I'm going to show you the difference. All right, here's the Airtronics one. Here's the stock Airtronics one. And here's the new ProTech one. Side by side. Now you might say, well, that's not fair because it wasn't under load. I know. This has more torque. Throttle servo, same concept. Right servo, right vehicle, right time. And for this, I'm rocking one of my all-time favorite servos, the Los B019. It's actually the stock steering servo for the 10 series. I mean, you get them on eBay for like $5. And I'll put it this way, it was good enough as a throttle servo for my beloved 810 for about a year and a half. And this is obviously a new one. I've got a slew of them. So it's certainly going to be good enough for the Hyper 7. If and when the Hyper 7 proves itself worthy of upgrading, because of course I want to upgrade things on it, then yeah, I'll look at something. But I've got 1258s, 1257s, I've got backup 100 SSs. I mean, I've got like very good high-end, quote-unquote, servos. But going back to throttle, this is going to work fine. So my point in all this is I always think servos is a very interesting subject, and you know, you get all these blowhards on the internet forums, and you know, don't let anybody, this is my advice to you, don't let anybody tell you you're not riding right if, you know, you're not running at least 150 ounces of torque in your buggy, or you don't have a high-tech or a Savox or anything like that. Because let me tell you something, okay? I will guarantee you, you know at least one person that runs them all. I got 7955s, I've got 1258s, whatever, okay? I call it like I see it. Am I comparing a ProTech 100T to a high-tech 7955? Of course not. High-tech 7955 is my all-time favorite servo. I mean, the thing is freaking violent. But that does not mean if you don't have something like that, that your vehicle can be a demon. And for those that don't know, I don't go on the cheap in this hobby, right? So I spare no expense when it comes to my vehicles. And I got high-techs all the way around. I've got Savics all the way around. But I also spend my money wisely. And I'm not afraid to try out new things. If the need were there, I throw on a steering servo on my beloved 810 that had 500 ounces of torque at 0.02 seconds without blinking an eye. But it doesn't need it. On a quick side note here, I took my beloved 810 out the other day just for a run, and I mean, I've driven this twice as many times as all our other vehicles combined, but I still stand back in amazement at just what a freaking badass buggy this thing is. It hauls ass like nothing else. And the crazy thing is, I didn't build it like for speed runs or nothing. I mean, I built it to be a track star, to be durable as hell with insane acceleration and all that. But that's another, I'm going to get into all this later, but my God, I mean, this vehicle right here just floors me. And the scary thing is, this Hyper 7, boy, I see a lot of potential in it as well. All right, well, sorry to get so off topic. I can talk low C810 all day long. Concerning the Hyper 7, all that's really left is, as I noted, put on the electronics. I want to rebuild the rear diff just because I don't like the way it sounds. And I mean, my thinking is, if you're going to do it right. Also, same thing with the suspension. I got new hinge pins. We'll put that throughout. I'm going to kind of show you some of the problems I'm having with the suspension on it that I don't like. It's always been one of the Achilles heels, in my opinion, of the Hyper 7, but I have no doubt we can fix it. And I would say Saturday or Sunday, we'll give it a shakedown run. And if you guys like, I'm more than happy to roll film on it because I have a feeling that it's going to go out there and it's going to kick ass. And the final side note, you can see our Tamiya 801 XT Truggy. We're, I don't know, probably halfway finished through the rebuild on it. I'm thinking probably early to mid next week we'll have a complete shakedown run. If anybody wants me to roll film on this, I'm more than happy to, or even on the build itself. And you can see here, I just got to kind of piece together. So, very excited about this as well. But other than that, a lot of stuff going on. If you have any requests, let us know. One of the things I'm doing as well is I'm about to switch up pipes on a lot of our engines that do a lot of testing. So as an example, on this clocked Nova P5, what I'm going to do is take off the Works 2058, put on an OFNA 086. On this Works B5 engine, I'm going to put on that 2058, the Works 2058 pipe. On the Savage here, I'm going to put on a Dynamite 086. They're different pipe, same pipe, different manifolds. So I guess the long story short, if it's possible at this point, is I'm going to be doing a lot of testing with engines and pipe augmentation. If anybody wants me to roll film on that, happy to do so. Other than that, thanks so much. Have a great day.